What's going on, family? We'll get started in just a second. Just getting everything set up here for us. What's going on? Good morning, good evening, and good night to all gods known and unknown. Ashe. I think this is going to be a better time. I think this is going to be a better time to do the live. I think this will be a better time to do the live. So we're going to review the Nas100 trade. It's already been completed. It was an 11R trade. You have that on your screen. Let me just say, if you're not able to hold trades, I can teach you how to hold trades. I'm sure anybody can teach you how to trade right now. It's very common for people to be able to like, oh, I have a program. Nobody's teaching you how to hold trades like this. Okay, most people can't even grab 50 points off a Nas100. All right, most people can't even grab 50 points. I say that humbly. Yeah, psych. So let's talk about it. This trade currently we are running on several accounts, and yesterday, hold on. Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. Okay, great. It's just saying something about the connection. So yesterday to do puts on SPY and QQQ would have been clutch. All right, putting puts on, and we had a couple. When this candle right here painted, I'm gonna get some music set up. It's just me. It's just me right now chilling until somebody comes in. We're gonna go. We're not gonna go shopping. We're gonna go shot it. Let's do shot it because we can. What's up, y'all? We'll get started in just a second. I'm just getting some music going. We're gonna look at the trade on QQQ, SPY, and Nas100, and I'm gonna explain the trade on Nas100 because that trade, what you have on your screen, I'm gonna break this down. All right, not a lot of people can teach you how to hold a trade like this and how to milk it for every second. The other thing I want to point out too is that if you go and take a look at your charts, take a look at QQQ, take a look at SPY, take a look at Nas100. When you go and look at those charts, you'll notice that they are very similar. Okay, and so to maximize this opportunity, we did sales on Nas100. Okay, we did sales on Nas100, and then we did puts on SPY. You don't have to take my word for it. I was talking about it in live yesterday. We did sales on Nas100. Okay, puts on SPY. Now, I'm not a registered financial advisor. However, teaching the art of holding trades is something I've been doing for the past 7 years. And so, if you are struggling to hold a trade, like the live right now. If you're not able to hold a trade past 5 minutes, you can like the live. I'll see that come through. I'll see that come through when you like the live. I guess all y'all can hold trades. Okay, cool. So I'm with my people, so don't even worry about it. If you can hold a trade for more than an hour, like the live. If you can hold a trade for more than an hour, hit like. I know a lot of y'all can't. It's okay. Like I'm not trying to be funny. If you can hold a trade for more than an hour, like the live right now. If you can go to bed on your Nas 100 trade like I did, I'm getting up. Like the live right now. I want you to like the live. If any of your coaches, mentors, gurus have taught you how to go to sleep with a Nas 100 trade running, like the live right now. Like the live. I don't care who it is. Which coach out there, which influencer. Some people might be thinking I'm crashing out. It's 3 a.m. on the West Coast. Teaching the same thing for years. Someone came across, somebody was talking to me yesterday about CRT. I've been teaching CRT. I just didn't call it CRT. These concepts that we're being taught, yeah, it's branding, yeah. I mean, I can brand it better. I just called it what it was, candlestick analysis. I'm not coming up with a cute phrase. Like the live right now. If your mentor can teach you how to follow, I just woke up. This Nas 100 trade looks like this. I had it running on 4 accounts. Four. I'm not saying this to brag, or I'm not saying this to be funny, or I'm just saying they really not teaching y'all how to trade. Not for real. They teach y'all how to get a couple wins. And I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about what they're not teaching you guys, because I can tell by the lack of likes that a lot of you guys haven't held a trade for more than an hour. Probably haven't held it for more than a day. Not more than a week either, huh? 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh, T, what's the longest time you've held a trade to date? 50 days. And I'm not talking about an investment. I'm talking about a trade in the foreign exchange market. I'm talking about blowing up the daily chart. Literally. I'm talking about maximizing the profits on the daily chart. Literally. I'm talking about maximizing the daily chart. Literally. I'm talking about taking that skill from maximizing the daily chart to going over and demolishing the small time frames. This trade had a 11 arm based on the risk. Do we ever know when this stuff is going to happen? No. Looks like a W is setting up on a 5 minute. Let me take a look at that. Do we ever know? Why is my music not playing? What's up with that? What's up with that? Let me get my music playing, guys. We'll have a morning here. I got my tea. Some hibiscus tea I have. We're gonna play some Alice Coltrane. Who knew that John Coltrane's wife was Alice? Man, what a day, yeah. It's a good thing to learn. And she's a beast of an artist. She's a beast of an artist. Just getting some. Shout out to Jason. Jason says he has a 99% sure signal, and he says he has a powerful FULL scalping strategy. So don't waste every time, bro. Every time. Are y'all using the same? If y'all, how come all y'all use the same ad and nobody has the grammar correct? How come all y'all come into the lives and drop that same ad and nobody is spelling correctly? That's crazy, yeah? Stop doing that. If all y'all gonna use the same ad when y'all come into random people's lives, why don't somebody spell check that mug? Somebody need to spell check that mug if y'all gonna keep dropping that same comment every time y'all come in. We breaking down this Nas 100 trade. I'm having a see. Oh, okay, hold on. Look. High accuracy gold alert signal Lincoln Pie. Okay, this person, whoever that is, we can let you advertise. I'm not gonna shout your name out though. This trade was 11R, guys. We're gonna talk about this in just a second. I'm just waiting on a couple things to load up here, and then we can proceed. Like the live if you've ever held a trade for more than a day. I was challenging people in here for the sake of a conversation on the trading education world, like the live if you, and it's not a big deal. Like holding a trade for a day is not a big deal. Let's talk about it. Like the live if you've ever been able to hold a trade for a day, or if you've been able to hold a trade for more than a week, like the live. And I'm not talking about like an investment or something like that. I'm also not talking about an option. Options are different from trading forex. Let's talk about it. I had to learn that. Let's talk about it. Options and forex are different. Every piece of trading is not the same. The stock market is a total different beast from forex. The stock market is a total different beast from forex. Okay, let's see what this is. I'm gonna have to shut my computer down. Sometimes I be forgetting that my computer is a computer, and I just be making a mug stay on all night long, like it just be running. I mean, you gotta shut your computers down. Give your computer a break. They do a lot. They do a lot for us. They really do. See that he can come back on strong, black. Anyway, I'm over here kicking it, having fun. You're tuned into the billionairetomboy.com. What's up, friend? We're hanging out, making my way downtown, talking about charts. Faces found, and I mean that wasn't how the song goes. It's all good. It's all good. We're just talking through a Nas 100 trade. What are you doing today when you wake up and look at the markets? The same thing we do every day. Try to take over the world, Pinky. Pinky. That's what we try to do. And by try, I mean we do. Because there is no try. There is no try. This is sponsored by Rock. Let's go. So Nas 100, this has been an interesting journey this year of learning how to trade Nas 100. And I think too the interesting thing was I was going through some of my trading journals from when I first started trading, like literally trading journals from 2016. And I was seeing trades that I was taking on Nas 100 back then. I'm like, well, sheesh. At some point, at some point in my journey of trading, I got super intimidated from or away from trading Nas 100. Something happened. I think I lost money super fast. So let's backtrack a little bit because I started trading in 2016. And when I started to learn how to trade, I was learning how to trade currencies. So I was learning how to trade AUD was the first ever Forex pair that I traded. AUD, that was the first pair. And I remember this like it was yesterday. I'm not gonna hold you because it feels like it was yesterday. It feels like it was yesterday. So literally, I can tell you a month, October. One second, we got a commercial break.
Ramesh, thank you for joining us today. I wanted to see if you could share a little bit about what F-Share offers, the problems you solve for, and who exactly are your customers today that
All right, so let's talk about it. I'm back. Let's talk about the first day. All right, let's talk about it since you're interested. What's up? What's up? Like the live. Thank you for joining. So we're talking about the first day of trading. Yes, my very first day of trading. AUD. I was on my way to work. Okay, this think October 2016. October 2016. I was on my way to work, and I've shared this story multiple times. A lot of people will remember where I worked at the time, where I first started trading, when I learned how to trade, when I quit. And I was on my way to work. I was getting ready. I put $200 in my forex trading account on a broker. A broker I think back then I was using Trader's Way. That was a broker that I used, and they had a weird system for putting money into your account. Like you had to buy vouchers, or you had to go to this website to go to this website to do this, and then they would put the money in your account. This is the way that we had to do it back then, quote unquote. Back then, this wasn't even 10 years ago. So Trader's Way, you would log into Trader's Way to the back office, the private office, and then you would have to deposit funds. You would have to use what was called VLoad. Oh no, throwback. So now I wanted to talk about how on that first day that I traded, I put $200 in my account. Less than 15 minutes later, I had made $83. Okay, I closed out. Let me tell you, when I went to work, because I drove to work, obviously, after that, I walked through the door of work. I walked through the door. I greeted everybody that I normally greet, and I ain't greeted the people that I don't greet, so I ain't trying to act brand new for real. And I'm thinking to myself, I just hit the lottery. Like, low key, I just hit the lottery. Like, these people really don't know who I am right now. This is me. This is what I'm thinking. I'm humble with it. I'm humble with it. I'm humble with it. We humble with our stuff. When we learn trading, we really be humble. Now we be out here like, yeah. I could buy that. I made $83. I was like, yeah. I could buy that tomorrow. It's no problem. Bugatti, say less. Tap in. If you had those thoughts, like the first day, it's like, yo, I can do anything, limitless. And I think I read somewhere where it was talking about the psychology that you have, or the mindset that you have as a trader on the very first day is the same mindset that you should have on your path to success. And so I just recall making my $83 and going to work feeling like could nobody tell me nothing. I had hit the lottery. And not only that, but for real, yeah, at whole 83, girl, I said, hey, they can't tell me nothing. Now, mind you, I was working in sales at this time. I was working in sales at this time. Okay. And so I was looking at that like from a commission standpoint. Thought about it, retirement immediately. Listen, it was like, yo, when I do retire, this all I'm gonna be doing. I make me $83 every day. I'm straight. Gee, I ain't gotta do nothing. First of all, don't nobody talk to me. First of all, shut up. You feel? Why are you talking to me, G? Do you know how to make $83 on the internet in 15 minutes? I don't think so. I do, yes, I do. I've been trading since 2017 when I left AT&T. I thought I was so cool. That was the journey. That was the journey. I said, yo, that day. And I'm going to share a little bit about the ups and downs because obviously we're almost 10 years out. And the reason I'm making this live is because I literally fell asleep on my Nas100 trade. And I know that when I fall asleep on, here's a weird part. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. When I try to watch my Nas100 trades, they don't work out for me, right? When I fall asleep on them Johns, this is how I wake up. It never fails. Every time I fall asleep on these mugs, and that's why I say I'm low key a lazy trader. I'm low key the laziest trader I know. And I don't know what it is. Maybe my ancestors be coming through like, hey, baby girl, just relax. We got this one. We don't need you to stress. We don't need you to watch every single candlestick that forms. Just go to bed, girl. Lay down. Just go lay down. We got this part. Trust what you saw. Trust what you know about the market. And a lot of the times so when I see people online that are like, hey, I can teach you how to trade, and I'm sure they can. Like, let me not take away from anybody. You can learn from everybody. It looks like it's gonna go up right now. So I'm actually gonna open some trades. So look, you can learn from anybody. You can learn from everybody. But you have to kind of consider if it's the person that you're learning from has done something that you want to do. Now, I can boldly tell you that the longest that I've held a trade in the foreign exchange market was 50 days. I'm not talking about like an investment. I said this earlier. I'm not talking about like an investment. Those are different. And so with the skill of knowing how to hold a trade in forex for 50 days. And I was looking at my journal from 2016. Thank you for the likes and the roses. That's so sweet. I do appreciate that. Um, if you can't tell, I'm in my real office, the bed. I ain't gonna hold you. I literally said, I mean, when I fall asleep on trades, they look like this when I get up. So it's like, okay, I'm not mad at that. Um, that $83 though, that changed my life. That made me feel like I can do anything. There's nothing that I cannot do. No one can, no one can control me now, because the whole journey for me, the whole journey to financial freedom, that began when I got fired in 2011. 2011. Okay, when I got fired in 2011, yes, 2011, I was like, yo, can't nobody ever come at me like this again. Never again. Never will somebody be able to fire me and it shakes my foundation, my financial foundation be shooketh. Never again will I allow this to happen. And if you've never been fired before, you can't relate to that. You don't know what it's like. And here's the thing, did I deserve to be fired? Probably. I'm not gonna hold you. At the time, did I deserve to be fired? Probably not. I wasn't an egregious type of person. But did I deserve to be fired because I wasn't willing to go higher? Absolutely. Life had to fire me because I was refusing to quit doing something that wasn't serving me. I was hanging around people that maybe they thought that was the best that they could do out of life. I'm not judging them. I'm just saying I had a different path that I wanted to go on. I wanted to experience different things. I'm very comfortable with luxury. Have you ever noticed? It's some people that are not comfortable with luxury. Some people don't like luxury. Some people are uncomfortable when it comes to rich prosperity. They don't like to be around opulence. It makes them uncomfortable. And I'm not saying that that was what it was at the time. I'm just saying that I had to get fired. And I remember I've shared this story multiple times, but I keep sharing it because I need somebody to understand. Like, if you are in that position, maybe you've gotten fired, maybe you've gotten laid off, maybe you've gotten fired twice, like me. My black ass didn't think getting fired once was good enough, so I had to get fired again. And let me share that story really quick, because the second time that I got fired was because a person called in because they didn't like that I wasn't engaging with them. They were trying to antagonize me. They didn't like that I was engaging with them. They said, I want to get you fired. They called back and they did that. Guess what happened in that conversation? I'm sharing this with you so you can understand that sometimes the obstacles you have to overcome, because this was also during my journey of learning how to trade. That was like, oh, okay. This lady called. She said, oh, mind you, I said this whole time I've been working in sales for a very long time. Lady was like, oh, I'm not having a good day. Basically, that was her energy on the phone. That's not what she said, but that's basically, she's like, well, I hope you can't buy your kids Christmas gifts. I said, well, sweetheart, I don't have kids, so there's that part. Oh, you got an attitude. No, it kind of seems like the reverse here. You want to tell me what's going on? And so her whole position, she was upset about something. She called back, got leveled up to whoever she needed to talk to. I was called in, I was fired. Okay. Now guess what? What did I just share with you? Back in 2011, I said never again. Never am I ever going to be able to be subjected to the whim of somebody else telling me how much money I can make. So I had already started learning how to trade then. You can't fire a boss. Matter of fact, I quit. I really quit when I walked into your office and I was eating tuna. G, I didn't care about you because you didn't care about me, because you allowed a person that okay, T, don't worry about them. Yeah. We know, I remember everything. Here's the thing about me. I I'm very lighthearted. A lot of my friends tell me I'm funny. Maybe we'll see. But at the same time, I remember a lot. That's why I'm so great at trading. My mind is very, I have a photographic memory. So I can log these patterns. I can log these trades in my mind to see them over and over and over again where they repeat. And then it's like, okay, this is the same as before on X day. I can do that. Like I can literally recall trades on X day just because my mindset is my I'm able to see the market that way. And what I learned in my teaching, and this is another reason why I low key I understand why it's difficult to get the right student for my programs. How I teach it is so simple. It's no more than what you see on your screen. I only use what you see on your screen to actually teach you the fundamentals of the market. What do I mean by that? Price. That's it. Price, candlestick analysis, market structure, simplicity. I do not use RSI. I do not use blah, 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 bat wings. I don't use none of that. And so I think that that's intimidating because what are you looking at? What exactly are you looking at to make the decision? And so I said that to say it's everyone's journey is going to be completely different because you may not have known I've gotten fired twice in my life and laid off once during my journey of learning how to trade and going full time. That may not be your experience. Your obstacles in trading may come from something different. They may come from the fact that you went to college here. Experiences are different. Experiences are different. But yeah, so let's go back to this $200 that I made because at that point I was like, yo, like Fran said, I can retire whenever I want. Not only can I retire whenever I want, I can earn whatever I want, whenever I want, in whatever capacity that I want. Like the live if you know what you want. And this is the thing. Most people don't get what they want because why? Because why? Most people don't get what they want because why? Most people don't get what they want because why? Because they don't know what they want. That's why they don't get it. Most people don't get what they want because they don't know what they want. They're afraid to ask for it. If you so see fit to bless me with this, put a demand on God. I dare you. If you believe in God, whatever you believe in, to all gods known and unknown, like I said when I first came on the live, whatever you believe in, put a demand on what you believe. Oh, here we go. I got another advertiser. Come inbox, join my link. And whoa, see, this is what I'm saying. When y'all copy and paste, make sure that note that you're copying and paste from, make sure you read the note out loud first and then come into the live and paste it. All right. Because my eyes went crossways when I tried to read that. I'm not going to kick you out. I'm not going to kick you out. Let's have fun. So it's like your experience is going to color your path. One of my favorite books is The Cosmic Path to Mystic Power by Vernon Howard. The Cosmic Path to Mystic Power by Vernon Howard. It's a wonderful book. I love recommending certain books to empower you. I want to live comfortably with a job and a family. And that's success. Your definition of success, that's it. And you can have that and let no one tell you that that's too much. Oh, okay, my bad. I was gonna say, hey, either way it go, I rock with it because you have to understand. Listen, a successful person is a person that sets a goal and reaches it. An unsuccessful person is the same in any language. An unsuccessful person is somebody that didn't reach their goal. So if you have a goal, even if let's say for real, let's just say your goal was to have a job and have a family and that's it. Once you do those things and you have the job that you desire, you are successful. But yeah, to live without a job, I got you. I got you. So some of the books too that I would recommend because going into, I don't know if and you don't have to tell me, but I've coached a lot of people from different walks of life, and one of the things I always tell people is before you go live trading or before you go full time trading, have you had the experience of of working on a commissions basis? Have you had that experience? Because that's kind of the same psychology that will transfer over to trading full time. You are you. Like you are reliant on you is what I'm saying. And so the days that you don't show up are the days that you do not eat. And so I always encourage people before you take the leap of going full time, and this is something that I've done. So I never tell people to do what I would never recommend doing something that I won't do. I never recommend doing what I won't do. I always recommend doing sales or doing some sort of commission based something where you earn based on your performance, because that's all trading is your ability to perform. You hated, oh, you hated what though? Let me see. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. You said you hated, what you hate? I missed that part. So yeah, trading again, going full time, that experience is like, yo, perhaps getting into an environment where you are based on your performance will. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I got. Oh, well, hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, because that's what we're doing as traders. We're working on the commission of our ideas. Talk back to me. We're working on the commission of our ideas. Every time you get a divine idea, you come into the trading market and you execute it. That's the commission. I'm gonna reprogram your mind. I love working on commissions. Now, knowing the power of how to control our minds. You know what I mean? Like back then, I feel you. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, dang, well, this is I could. It's some of the stuff that like I've learned on the journey. Like one of the best books that I've read was E Myth by Mike what's his name, Gerber, something Gerber. But just kind of talking about working on the business, not in the business. But yeah, but I had to start embracing working on commissions, friend. I really did, because it was like, yo, this is how a business is built. Because when I was doing photography, if I didn't get clients, I don't eat, right? And so a lot of what I had to unlearn though is some of the stuff I did in sales. When it comes to trading, some of those concepts, force, pressure does not work. Yeah, yeah, pressure in trading does not work. Sales, oh yeah, we got to be on point. You got to be, you got to be doing that. You got to be doing the most. Trading is flow. Trading is feminine. I'm telling you. Don't take my word for it. This is not something that I can prove to you. Trading is feminine. The market has its own life. It has its own life. It's a living, breathing organism. It's like a woman. I'm not gonna hold you. It's my opinion. Money is feminine. Money is feminine. Yeah, and you're right. I get it. Trading does feel different because you're not selling the product that you don't believe in. Probably. I'm not saying that you. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about you, friend. I think that for me, trading did feel different because I wasn't trying to convince somebody to buy a product I didn't all the way believe in. You know what I mean? Like I believed in their product enough to work for the company, but I didn't believe in it. Like, oh, this is my product, right? And I always had one foot in, one foot out. Like I've always been that person at a company where please don't trust me. When y'all hire me in these doors, please don't trust me. I'm one foot in, one foot out. I'm 18 months. If y'all don't promote me in 18 months or less, I'm out of here, G. Bye. Taking my talent somewhere else. Y'all don't appreciate me. For real. That's gotta be your mindset. Like, I'm dead serious. If these companies are not promoting you within 12 to 18 months, you're not going anywhere. They don't like you. This is what I learned in corporate America. If you're working for a company and you're not getting promoted within 12 to 18 months, they don't like you. You don't have a path there. You don't have a path there. For real. Slow creep. So back to this $200. So $83. So boom, let's talk about this because here's the thing. Here's the thing. If I would have held that trade any moment longer, I would have got cooked. Real life. I would have got cooked. Plus, I was over leveraged. I had like two 1.25 lots on a $200 account. Like, what was I doing? I was just out here living. It's also, let me say this for him, because I believe that the psychology of trading while you're working is totally different from the psychology of trading while you're not, when you don't have to, when you are trading full time. There's a certain comfortability that you have where you can take on riskier trades. You can kind of gamble a little bit more when you got a reliable source of income. when you have a reliable source of income, your psychology is is totally different. With trading, I'm putting that pressure on myself and have genuine support from the community. I can't handle that pressure. I want to hear what you're talking about. If you up for it, I'll invite you and we can chat. I always love, like, so my background is in performance enhancement, coaching and development. So I would love to learn a little bit more about what you mean. But yeah, the psychology, but when you're trading full time, like you have a full time job and you're out here trading and making money and stuff, it's totally different from when you relying on that, G. Please don't mistake it. Please don't mistake the psychology. Please don't mistake the psychology. It's a different world. It's a different world when you put $25,000 of your own money into a brokerage account. It's a different world when you put $25,000 of your own money into a brokerage account. Let's talk about it. It's a different world when you put $25,000 of your own money into a brokerage account. Let's talk about it. I'm not talking about funded accounts. We love our funded accounts, yeah? Funded accounts are great. Funded accounts are great. Funded accounts are great. I'm trying to figure out how to invite you so we can chat, friend. Let me see. Let me see. You're gonna have to, I'm somebody auntie, so you're gonna have to give me a second. You feel me? Okay. Okay, I think I got you. And you don't have to have your camera on if you don't feel comfortable. The psychology of money. So listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I got
Can you
that
hear
book
me?
on Audible. Hey, what's up, friend?
Hey, good morning. I'm still in bed too.
Girl,
But yeah, no, I
yeah.
was just saying that trading is a bit different where like it is kind of like working on commission, but you are putting that pressure on yourself and you're able to build your own community and learn in a way that is most helpful for you as opposed to just kind of being given whatever the training module is to teach you how to do the job and just people like micromanaging you, that sort of thing. Like doing it for yourself feels a lot different. And yeah, I get the correlation you were making between working on commission and trading. But I
Yeah.
just started in like December, so I'm very, very new.
Oh, congratulations. Welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome. So what inspired you to start learning how to trade?
I started looking at it like last year, and I kept finding a bunch of people who were just talking about like how much money they made and so on and so forth. And I found someone who I felt was a bit more grounded, and just kind of talked about how she made like $100 or $200 a day versus thousands of dollars. And so I kind of started following her
Mm.
journey and feeling more like, oh, I can do this too. And when I did, kind of just seeing how the market works and making my own money is what inspired me, really. Like doing it myself, not just watching other people's journey.
I love that. First of all, I love that you took action because a lot of people will like learn about trading and then they'll see
Hmm.
somebody doing it and then they'll kind of be like, okay, that's either the scam or, and then what I also
It
like
took
that you
some
said,
time. I didn't jump in
I
right
like that you
away.
said she was realistic and what she was showing
Yeah.
because we're in an age where people can come online and be like, yo, I made $1 million today and nobody's checking them, right? We're not
Yeah.
checking that. But at the same time, the reality of it is, like we were talking about working in sales, if I'm going into a sales job and I know I earn about $400 a day, what's
Mm.
wrong with that in the market? What's wrong with that?
Right.
Why do I have to overachieve something because of what the internet is telling me is success? I don't have to do that. This
Right.
19-year-old made $30 million from trading XRP yesterday. Okay, that's
That's
great for him.
wild.
I love him. We love that. But I'm just saying those narratives are what distracts us from doing
Yeah.
what's best for us. And so I love
Hmm.
that you found somebody that speaks to where you are, gives you a practical way to approach the market because that's what it's about. What are you trading?
Yeah. I trade options.
Oh, look at you. I just started
What about
trading options
you?
last week.
Oh, okay. Okay. How do you like it in comparison to futures? Because I know a lot of people, like most people, seem to go with futures. So I'm
So
curious.
yeah, I've been trading Forex for since 2016. I started with Forex.
Okay.
And yeah, I was mostly focused on GBP USD. So for the past 3 years, I've only traded GBP USD. And
Okay.
earlier this year, I started looking at Nas 100 again because a couple years ago, hey, she had smacked me around. Like I had lost thousands of dollars in a minute. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like to lose this
Mm,
kind of money this fast. And
Yeah,
so
I mean, but that's what you were just talking about, like the psychology of it. You have to kind of be prepared to, have that experience too.
that's right. That's right. And it's new levels that it's
Yeah.
like you were talking about, like, okay, now that I've successfully mastered earning $200 a day, I'm probably going to
Hmm.
successfully master $300 a day. And then all of a sudden it's $600 a day. But each level that we reach, there's going to be a different challenge that comes with that level. Right. So
Hmm.
now if I'm here and I'm making these trades, I wasn't expecting $1,000 loss in a minute. Or you know what I mean, like, or 5 minutes because of
Yeah.
that 100-point drop. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Other markets don't do that, and so I said that to say that each market is unique. But I'm excited for you. So what's on the plate today? What are you looking at? What markets are you looking at?
I mostly trade IWM. I look at SPY, QQQ, Tesla. What else? Those are like my top four. But IWM is what I study the most.
IWM. Okay, let me take a look at that one. Yeah, I'm on SPY right now because it correlates the most with Nas 100, and since I had already, like, I was like starting to master Nas 100 back in April when I
Hmm.
started to look at the charts side by side. What platform do you use?
I used Robinhood, but it kind of glitched yesterday, and I've been thinking about switching to Weeple. Like the orders
Okay,
didn't execute yesterday.
okay,
So, yeah.
okay.
What
Got you.
about
Got you.
you?
People. So I use I'm partnered with TradingView, but the reason I was asking that is because on TradingView you can put, like, and I'm sure you can do it on Webull, and I'm sure you can do it on Robinhood, but you can put the
Hmm.
charts side by side. So I would say IWM, QQQ, SPY. When I put Nas 100, SPY, QQQ side by side, they look very
Hmm.
similar. Like, I can show you here. Let me see if my camera. I don't know if it's going, because, like I said, I'm in a real office. You know
Do
how
you
that
mean
go.
like they usually follow like the same pattern?
Yeah, exactly. They typically correlate it until they don't. You feel me?
Oh,
It's one of those things until they don't. But I would
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
say when you have some time, look at those charts side by side. I typically trade the 5 minute chart.
Hmm.
I
Same.
don't like I don't like looking at stock charts because of the gaps. It's just ugly to me on the daily charts. I hate it. I
Hmm.
just hate it. But I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll notice it just, and that's what I like to see. So I know you say you
Question.
started. Yeah,
What do
go
you
ahead.
think about people who trade on the 1 minute?
I don't think anything. I think that they're incredible. I think that if you could sit there and have that type of precision,
Ah,
go for it. I think
yeah,
that,
it's impressive but scary as hell. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I
listen, the
would be on
time
pins and
frame
needles.
though, when you're in your bag though, when you're in
Yeah.
flow, the time frame doesn't
Hmm.
matter.
Yeah,
I just
true.
learned that this year though. Honestly, I just learned that this year because I was only locked in on a daily chart for 9 years. I've only been trading the daily chart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now I trade the 5 minute, and to be direct, I wasn't intimidated by the smaller time frames, but I just didn't. One, in forex, I didn't see the need to because the points
Hmm.
weren't there. But then two, I just didn't. I didn't know how to do it, and so now somebody trading a 1 minute chart, kudos. If you can see it that quick, hey, kudos. Because when you zoom in,
Gotcha.
it's all the same. The price action, it moves the same on each time frame. It's just a different ebb and flow, right? So you may notice where on the 1 minute time frame, you might get a little bit more direction as to what's going to happen towards the end, like 45 seconds in, right? And then on the 4 hour time frame, you might get that extra confirmation of what's going to happen during the third of the 4 hours. You know what I mean? So it's kind of those things where even though they're all different, they're the same. And so when you zoom out, it's like, it's really, they're all the same. So hey, if you can trade it, I love it. I just 5 minutes. I dipped down to the 2 minute this week, and I was like, hold on, I think I'm seeing something here. I think I'm seeing something here. So
Yeah, like I know somebody that trades on 1 minute. I'm like, you are insane.
yeah,
But it's impressive though. It's impressive.
for real, for real, for real. And yeah, the 2 minutes, like, I'm seeing the ebbs and flow, but I'm still,
I'm
hey, I
just
always
now
tell
getting
people,
comfortable with the 5 minute. I was on 15 for a minute.
see, I never been on 15, friend. That's what I'm saying. I
That was my
jumped
safe
right from
space. That was
daily
that
to
was very
5.
safe.
15, huh? And it's so
Hmm.
funny. It's so funny because everybody trades so differently. And we're
Yeah.
all it's beautiful. It's like a creative experience. It's like painting
Yeah.
or drawing. Even
That's
though
what I like
I
about it, seeing everybody's setups and strategies and, all
it's
the
art.
things.
It's
Yeah.
literally art. And I love seeing people's charts too. Sometimes when I see indicators and stuff, I'll be like, okay, I can appreciate this from a
Hmm.
different perspective, but it's art. And no two traders can see the same move. It's so
Right.
weird. I can
Yeah.
explain it to you. You can explain your setup to me. We could take the trade at the same time, but I literally cannot see what you see. What do
Yeah.
you think about that?
Um, I don't know. I love that. I love that because that's how you learn from each other, like not seeing things the same way. I think it's one of the few times where people's differences are appreciated, where they probably should be in other areas. But I feel like the trading community is a bit more open-minded. You do have some people who are stubborn and feel like, their strategy works and everything else is BS. But for the most part, I've come across people who are more open-minded when someone doesn't think the same way because they want to learn how to improve.
I just when you said that, it kind of made me think of like harmful theology and like deconstruction.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
mm,
Like how some people have this way about thinking that my strategy is the only way that works. And hey, friend, it
yeah.
might be the only strategy that works for you, and that's totally fine.
But
But
that's
the
because they're
reality of
probably
it is,
limited and not willing to try anything else.
but there are other religions out here that are kicking it and that
Yes.
existed before you. So I'm pretty sure it's
Let me tell
okay
you,
for
I
everybody to do
am
their
a
own
Black
thing.
Buddhist. I know exactly what you were talking about.
Exactly. So
I
I'm
run
like,
into it very often. So much so
yeah,
that now I don't even bother telling people that I practice a different religion. I just listen to what they tell me about what they practice.
yeah, and I think of trading like human psychology. I think when you said that, that's exactly what I heard. It's like, yo, yeah, your philosophy can work for you and you only, and that's
Right.
totally okay too. You don't have to teach nobody. You don't have to train
Hmm.
nobody. You don't have to share it. You can just collect information, collect pebble stones, and just go about your business. And
Hmm.
or you can share your strategy with the world and say, hey, this is my way of doing it. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, friend, but I would say try this out. Community. I think you said that before.
Yeah.
Community.
Hmm.
Community. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is so, so, so important.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, as I've
I
been looking into it more, I've been finding more people, especially people of color, on TikTok who trade, and it's just been really cool to like follow everybody and just kind of see what everybody's doing.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's a different world though, right? It's like it's when you start
Hmm.
act, like the regular Instagram versus trading Instagram, totally different world. A regular TikTok
Yeah,
versus trading TikTok is a totally different world. So
yeah.
what's been some sage like wisdom that you've come across since you've been on the journey?
Um, mm, I would say when I learned about the orb strategy, that was very helpful.
Okay.
Kind of going between the 5 and the 15, because again, I think I told you I used to trade on the 15-minute time frame. So just kind of playing with those two. Just kind of focusing more on the psychology of it. Someone
Mm.
suggested the psychology of money, and I read that. I think I put that in your chat.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, reading that helped out a lot because it talks about basically how people can have different types of backgrounds, and the person from the less fortunate background, you would think they would grow up to continue that same pattern, but they do the opposite, and vice versa.
Mm.
Or they talk about coming to a large sum of money unexpectedly and having two different mentalities: somebody who invests and moves a little more smarter than a person who blows it all and goes back to the
Mm-hmm.
same lifestyle they had before. It just talks about a lot of different issues, and it was just helpful to help me kind of stay level headed when it comes to trading, because when the charts are moving, those emotions are going.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
It's-
kind of like sometimes it's hard to be patient and like sit there until you get what you came for. And that's like the most important thing, like believing that you're going to make the money you believing in your setup, basically.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And like the whole
Wow.
thing of like people thinking trading is gambling, but what makes it not gambling? Like having a um I can't say proved strategy, but a strategy that works most of the time.
Mm. Yeah, you said you dropped some nuggets in that, friend. Because I have the psychology of money, the Audible version today. So appreciate that inspiration. And then the second thing is,
You
I
you just went
totally
out for
hear
a
you.
second. Your audio went out for a
Oh,
second.
somebody was calling. My lady was
Oh,
calling me. So, but
okay.
yeah. So you inspired. I have that book on Audible
Hmm.
for. I've had it for years, but I have not listened to it. So I'm gonna listen to that today because I haven't.
Yeah,
But
definitely check it out.
when you were sharing that, it made me think of the fact that that money psychology piece, it's colored by our experiences, it's colored by what we're taught, it's colored by what we've done in our lives. And so yeah, when it comes to the chart, I could be sitting right next to you and we can see the same opportunity, but my money psychology could be totally different, where it won't allow me to be open fully to the possibility of the potential of the trade.
Yeah.
So I might cut off my profits early, but kind of like
Yes.
we were sharing, where the longest trade that I've held was like 50 days. I was on GBP USD. That was like a year ago, 2 years ago, I think. But yeah, it's like, oh well, my money psychology lets me stay in the trade a little bit longer. What's the difference, right? And so
Hmm.
actually when I started training people and coaching in 2019, that was my basis, was trading psychology. That's all I taught on my YouTube channel.
Hmm.
Trading psychology, because I do believe that trading successfully is 95% mental. It's 5% technical. 95% the quality of your thoughts, 5% what you actually do. That golden strategy that we're trying to sell you online, that holy
Hmm.
grail that we're trying to sell you online, that's the 5%. 95% is the quality of your thoughts. Am I a
Yeah.
successful person? Do I possess successful thoughts? Do I think successful things about the world? Am I positive? And and not I'm not talking about that frilly positive where it's just like all random. It's more like
Yeah.
real,
But what they call it,
authentic.
toxic positivity, like no matter what happens, you just think everything's just going to be so great.
Right.
But I want to add to what you're saying though, and say that like the psychology of trading, it can change day to day. Like, so you've been in this for like a decade, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I've been
lucky.
here for like 6 months. And so
Mhm.
even with those two like very huge, like, different levels, it can change day to day just based on like how you traded yesterday.
Yeah,
If you had some great trades yesterday, you had a green day yesterday, or if you had a green day yesterday, you can kind of go into it a little more like, um, I guess I want to say big headed, but I'm sure there's a better word.
sure.
You
I
can go
mean,
into
yeah,
it a bit more
you
arrogant
have
the
to check that
following
at
day and like, make a mistake, and vice
yeah.
versa. If you have a red day, you can go into the next day a little bit more timid and, like you said, exit a trade early.
100%, friend. 100%. What some of the psychology that I would teach was I used to love Mark Douglas's five fundamental truths. I don't know if you've gotten into Mark Douglas on the trading
Hmm.
psychology side,
I
but
haven't, but let me write it down.
yeah, five. He has the Disciplined Trader is
Hmm.
one of his books, and then also Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. And of the
I do
five,
have that one on my list, trading in the zone.
oh yeah, definitely dive into that. Definitely dive into that. Um, seven principles of consistency, five fundamental truths. So
Okay.
no two trades are the same. Like you're saying, I might have come in yesterday and I had a green day. And today I have to completely reset, kind of like we were talking about with sales and commissions. I have to completely reset, but also retain that confidence in myself to know that I can do what I did yesterday.
Hmm.
But it's not confidence that I'm going to do exactly what I like. I'm going to make the same money or I'm going to make the same points. It's confidence in myself to be able to do what I need to do in the market when it's moving. Like you
Yeah.
said, it's real easy when the market's closed. It's easy to be
Yeah.
like, "Woo, I know what it's going to do," and it do it.
Hmm.
When you out of it, when you get in it, oh, whoa, 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 double
But
dutch,
yeah, like
boom.
having confidence in your setup, because you could have a good setup, but the market just does what it wants to do.
Does not agree. It's all
Yeah.
about agreement to me. And I think detaching from the outcome, becoming a trader that realizes, hey, it's about agreement or disagreement at this point. It's
Hmm.
not necessarily or harmony, right? It's not necessarily right or wrong. The market
Yeah.
is going to do whatever the market wants to do. There's nothing that the market can't do.
Hmm.
There's no level that it can't break. And so when we put
Right.
these restrictions on the market to say, oh, it gotta do this, it gotta do this. When I traded this yesterday, it absolutely went up. Okay, let's see. And
Yeah.
I know we don't we it's like it's you mentally reset that, but the five fundamental truths help me to do that. Seven principles of consistency. I objectively identify my edges before I open my trades. I accept the risk before I open the trade. So even if you
Hmm.
say yesterday you had a green day and now today you feeling a little bit big headed, make sure you
Hmm.
still write your trading plan, stick to the same thing that you did, right? Don't change that,
Right.
because that's where it does get you off track. But yeah,
Hmm.
those would be the two books. You gave me a book recommendation. So I had to, hey, we got to keep it going. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
pay it forward, pay it forward. But it's been a pleasure chatting with you, and
Same here.
much
Same here.
success. And if you need any, I have a lot of YouTube, a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. What's up, Resilient Candles? Oh, I love that. Oh, see, y'all gonna have to make me. I'm gonna have to stay around. Why y'all got? I'm with my people this morning, huh?
Yeah, but thanks for bringing me up. It's been much easier to just talk to you versus trying to put everything in the chat, and that character count is messing me up. So yeah, thanks for bringing me up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anytime, anytime. As you can see, I'm a yapper. I love to chat and I love to learn from people because I do believe you can learn from everybody. And so, thank you
Hmm.
also for sharing your experience because we don't know who was listening. Honestly, we don't know. Somebody could have heard
True.
something that you said that could have changed their trading. So I appreciate you a lot for real. And congratulations on starting your journey. If you need anything, let me
Yeah.
know for real. I'm
All
solid with
right, I
that.
will. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Right on.
I, don't- I don't know how to get down from here.
All right, let's see. We're gonna have to figure it out. I'm an auntie. We're gonna have to figure. Let
Me
me see.
too. You don't
Okay.
see the grays and the locks.
Ain't no judgment. Ain't no judgment. Let's see. I might. There we go. There we go. I got you. I got you. All right, that's cool. I got you. So I'm an auntie. Let me see. Ooh, both of us over here looking with our cheaters on. What's up, resilient candles? What kind of wisdom you got for us this morning, good sis? What you got for us, good sis? Good morning to you, friend. Good day. Good day to you. You can join. You can have your camera on if you want. It's up to you. I'm in my real trading office, the bed, so I'm not gonna have my camera on because I'm in the bed. Honestly, I'm got my laptop here chilling. But yeah, Fred, I appreciate you because psychology of money is so huge. I love listening to Reverend Ike. Reverend Ike talks about the three levels of money: the spiritual, the material, and the psychological. The spiritual level being the lowest, excuse me, the material level being the lowest, right? What we can see. The psychological being that middle level, what you think, and then the spiritual level is what you are. And so I love that she said that because now I gotta listen to that book today. Divine, 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 divine. What's up, CJ? So, I know we talked about when we were on live, we popped in a quick trade. It's up 7 points. I mean, we'll see what that does. I'm not convinced that the market actually wants to go a lot higher on Nas100, but it might pull up to like 29,000. Let's see if it tests the 750. If it fails at 750 to $29,750,000 level, then I don't see it going higher. Like I do not. I see it going down even lower. And so we'll play it by ear. And I wish you all a successful trading day. I really do. Make sure you follow your plan. Don't love your job your love. Don't trade your plan your trade. But for real. Yes, yes. And if you send me a message, I did do a couple of deep dives on trading in the zone. I will be more than happy to send you the links to those. They're videos on YouTube. I privated them recently because I'm tired of YouTube getting this free talent. You know what I mean? But I'd be happy to send them to you. Or anyone that's listening to this live, if you would like, I have done several deep dives on trading in the zone. You can send me a message. I'd be happy to send you that private playlist. It has Trading in the Zone on there. It has some other books like Art of War for traders. We really do. My whole trading channel on YouTube is trading psychology. That's what we talk about. So if you're looking for the books, you're in the right place. And again, I hope all of you have a successful trading day. Take care. Ashe, I love you. If no one